use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim, Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Appendix A tribute to Michael Talbot, author of The Holographic Universe. Michael Talbot wrote the best-selling book, The Holographic Universe. I bought the book many years ago and just never got around to reading it. Perhaps it wasn't time for me to read it until now. As we know, everything is elicited into action and actuality at just the right time, and not a moment before or after. Frankly, it was just after I finished digesting his book that I began to outline this book. The Holographic Universe was just one of his many books that he wrote, but it was his most noteworthy. In it, he promotes the idea that the universe is holographic in nature and is just a 3D projection similar to the holographic image projections you see in the movies and in the theme parks. He made it his mission to explain the benefits of this knowledge through his interviews and public appearances. After I read his book, I was so excited about the examples and this insight into the workings of the universe that I wanted to meet him in person and discuss these concepts in depth. However, much to my dismay, I found out that he had died many years before and that this meeting of the minds was never to be. He was a master of unearthing interesting facts and sources that most people would never be able to find. In his masterpiece, he has cited 530 references. That is an amazing amount of research. Most people would never be able to find all those sources and information. However, he had an advantage over most people. He was a firm believer in the supernatural and had personal experiences all his life with such things as poltergeist and seeing what others could never see. It was because of his belief and faith in the supernatural that he was able to elicit, find, and discover these hard-to-find stories and information of amazing realities from around the world. While I have included a handful of his stories and references in this book, it pales in comparison to the vast wealth of stories and references available in his book. It is your great fortune that you can read this book first to expand your reality into including the amazing, and then to read Michael's book, The Holographic Universe, to expand your thinking even more. You may never have read his book before because you were not eliciting that kind of information into your experience. But now that you are, it will prove to be quite valuable in your quest for knowing. Thank you, Michael, for your wonderful book and contribution to my knowing. Sincerely, Richard Lee McKim, Jr. Appendix B. I need your input for my next book. I am finding that I am now eliciting amazing stories from people all over the world. As I expand my own reality to include more and more amazing things and experiences, I am eliciting more and more of them into my experience. I love it. Until now, most of the stories and hard-to-believe facts that were disclosed in this book would never have come your way. However, now that your mind and reality have been expanded, you will begin to discover more and more amazing abilities in yourself and others. I want to hear about your amazing stories and abilities, even those of others that you know or have heard about. Remember, it is the idea of it that is the most valuable. I am thinking about writing another book on amazing God-powered stories to further expand my readers' minds as to what is possible. I am interested in anything that you know personally or have heard about from others. Michael Talbot said that as a child he was able to see 2 moons in the sky until someone told him that it wasn't real. I had a friend of mine tell me that when she was a little girl, she levitated and it scared her. Another friend of mine told me that he threw a marble through a wall as a kid and he had to go around into the other room to get it. These kinds of amazing things are happening all the time. I want to hear about them so that I can share them with a growing number of enlightened people around the world who know how the universe really works. I won't share any personal information, just the story itself. I am also interested in hypnosis stories and even successful hypnosis scripts that I can share with my readers to help them expand their personal realities even more. Anything that you think would be interesting, please send it. Anyone who sends me a story, information, or just requests it, I will include you on a special contact list to receive updates on interesting information that may be useful to your reality expansion work. Send them to yourgodpower@gmail.com. Thank you. Sincerely, Richard Lee McKim, Jr.
That was the end of Chapter 15, and the end of the book. For best results, remember to read the book, or watch these videos again and again to get the most out of them. Also, teach this material to someone else. This will help you as much as it will help them. Let your quest for knowing continue. Thank you. Options. Now activating the next video, play options. 1 moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. "15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections." This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.